Yo, VIP, let's kick it.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby.
All right, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal, light up a stage and wax a chum like a candle. Dance, go rush the speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom daily. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it. You better gang where you better hit bullseye. The kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Ice, ice, baby.
Vanilla.
Ice, ice, baby.
Vanilla ice.
Ice, ice, baby.
Vanilla ice.
Ice, ice, baby.
Yeah. Now that the party is jumping with the bass kicked in and the Vegas are pumping, quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, burning them if you ain't quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo. Rolling in my 5.0 with the rag top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on standby, waving just to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just drove by, kept on pursuing to the next stop. I busted a left and I'm heading to the next block. The block was dead, yo, so I continued to A1A.
Beachfront Avenue.
Girls were hot, wearing less than bikinis. Rock man lovers driving Lamborghinis. Jealous, cause I'm out getting mine. Shade with a gauge and vanilla with a 9. Ready for the chumps on the wall. The chumps acting ill because they're full of 8-ball. Gunshots ranged out like a bell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shells falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped in my car, slammed on the gas. Bumper to bumper, the avenue's packed. I'm trying to get away before the jackers jack. Police on the scene, you know what I mean. They passed me up, confronted all the dope fiends. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Ice, ice, baby.
Vanilla,
Ice, ice, baby.
vanilla ice,
Ice, baby.
vanilla ice,
Ice, baby.
vanilla. Take heed, cause I'm a lyrical poet. Miami's on the scene, just in case you didn't know it. My town that created all the bass sound, enough to shake and kick holes in the ground. Cause my style's like a chemical spill. These are rhymes you can vision and feel. Conducted and formed, this is a hell of a concept. We make it hype and you wanna step. With this shade plays on the face. Slice like a ninja, cut like a razor blade. So fast, other DJs say, damn, if rhyme was a drug, I'd sell it by the gram. Keep my composure when it's time to get loose. Magnetized by the mic while I kick my juice. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while DJ revolves it all. Vanilla ice, vanilla ice, vanilla ice, vanilla.
What it do? It's another Wednesday. It's 7 o'clock. You know what time it is. It's King's Court time, baby. What's up? Let me say hello to my home team up in here tonight. We got Kelly King from the bedroom. What up, my love? We got DJ Will Silva here in the house. He's been to San Antonio. All right. We got Kevin Sounds all the way up from New Jersey. You know he's freezing his nipples off right now. What's going on, Kevin? Thank you for joining tonight, man. I really appreciate you, man. You're here every week, and I truly appreciate it. Scott Pruitt in the house. Scott's here. What's up, man? Thank you for joining. Me and him been chatting it up on Instagram. So, man, thank you for coming in tonight. DJ Kobe in here. What up, Kobe? Thank you for checking in, my man. He's got a gig this Saturday night, so he's going to be out there hustling, making that money. That's what I'm talking about. And then I got a gig this weekend, man. I got one this Saturday. It feels weird. I haven't done a gig in so long, man. It feels weird, but it's a charity event for 3 hours. And basically a lot of background music. And I'll be bringing out my photo booth, so I'll get some shots of that for you guys. We'll talk about it here on the show next week, since that's what we do. Shorty for Philly in the house. What up, my man? He's on his way to his gig. All right. You can catch it tomorrow night. Make sure you don't miss this one. We got a good show tonight. Great show. We got DJ J Book coming on in the second hour. I can't wait to chop it up with him. If you guys don't know, he actually invited me on his live stream. He has a live stream every Thursday. So all you guys who are watching this here tonight, hit that like button. Hit that like button first. And make sure you guys tune in to J Book stream tomorrow. He does it at lunchtime. So for me, it's right at noon because I'm Central Standard Time. So you guys on the East Coast, that'll probably be 11, or no, y'all are after us. So that 1 o'clock, and then you guys out there on the West Coast be like 10 or 11. I don't know. It depends how far you are, but man, thank you guys for checking in. Shorty from Philly's in the house. We got DJ Al V Legendary Events. He's all the way from Waxahachie, Texas. Where is that, bro? Where is that? I'm from Texas, and I don't even know where that's from. That's crazy. You got any snow? You guys put in the comments, how many inches or feet of snow are you guys like wading through right now? You can see that it's actually cold here in Houston, too. It's been below freezing, and we've had to wrap all of our pipes and everything because that's a big concern here in Houston, man. There's not a lot of people that, you're not very prepared for the freezing cold. So we'll chat it up here for about 2-3 more minutes, and then we'll start getting into my past week of DJ shenanigans that we always do at the beginning of the show. You guys can we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. We're gonna be checking out all the new gear from NAMM. I'll give my quick thoughts on that. It's not really too much for me to go over, so hopefully I'll be able to get through that in about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we're going to check out DJ Bar posted a new video today, and I think it was one of the greatest DJ videos ever created. So I want to show you guys what it was. We'll watch it together, and of course I'll react to it like I always do. And then, like I said, in the second hour, we're bringing on DJ J Book, and man, I'm excited to talk to him because he is an OG with the streaming and the YouTube space. And he could probably teach me quite a bit, quite a bit. So it's going to be a fun show. I hope you guys are ready. Hit that like button. We got 16 watching in that live chat. So again, put in those comments where you're from, how much snow you driving through, and hit that like button for me. And let's do this, man. This is going to be a fun show. Kevin Sounds, looking forward to hanging with Jay for sure. Haven't been able to catch the lives, unfortunately. Yeah, man. So his time slot maybe not be good for you. You probably at work. 29 miles south of Dallas on 45. Okay. All right. So I've driven through there. That's for sure, because we've been to Dallas plenty of times. 22 inches of snow. That is crazy. I think everyone in Houston would either crash their cars or probably just not leave their house. And yep, 12 degrees this morning and 22 degrees now. That's crazy, bro. I just watched Bar's video, and you are so right. Yeah, man, we're going to definitely be checking that out, and I'll be reacting to it so you guys can hear my thoughts. Shorty from Philly got about a foot of snow on the ground. That's crazy, man. That's awesome. Well, I know it's awesome to me because I don't ever have to like go through that. And Mikey Mike in the house. What up, Mike? Thank you for joining, my man. Appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. You're always in the chat. You're always support the channel. So, man, appreciate you guys. And I also want to say thank you so much to you guys last week for hitting the super chats. That was so cool of you guys. I do want to mention again, once I bring on Jay Book in the second hour, if you really want us to see your comment, if you hit that super chat button, it's a little money icon. And just, you know, it's not required or anything. But like I said, I try to stay on top of these comments, and, you know, that will actually highlight a comment, and I will stop and we'll bring it up right away. So that way we definitely won't miss that one, and we'll talk about it. Will Silva in the house. What up, Will Silva? Thank you for joining, brother. Thank you. Mikey Mike, Bars video was very good. 24 plus inches here. Oh my God, in Scranton, Pennsylvania. 2 feet of snow, Mikey Mike. Woo! Man, be careful, man. Be careful. Because that is some dangerous roadways and stuff like that. But I know you guys know how to handle it. You know, you guys are used to it. If that happened here in Houston, I think everyone would probably die. They would freeze to death because they wouldn't know what to do. They would crash their cars, or they would just stay inside and die of starvation. So, all right, man, let's get into this. We gotta let me bring up what we did in this last week. Screen share with you guys. Bam. All right. Let's kick things off. Let's see. So I thought this was pretty funny. You'll have to check this out. Let's make sure you guys can hear everything good. Let me know in the comments. Look at this comment, bro. Okay, so this was a comment. Oh, let me move this out of the way too. I don't like that, how that looks. Okay, and then let me move this over here so we can see it better. All right. I thought this was hilarious. So this was a comment that was on Nick Spinelli's video. Oh, my camera's not good here. Here we go. There we go. All right, so this was a comment that was left on Nick Spinelli's video. He posted that video where he went to Italy and checked out the new RCF speakers. And look at this. This is so funny. I'm reading the comments on Nick's videos. Evox be putting his ankles behind his ears. You guys, I mean, I hope you guys know what that means, right? Like, they're saying that Evox is straight bending him over and giving it to him raw. Because I don't know, because they're saying like he's a full on shill for the RCF speakers now, and you know, it's just hilarious. Like, you know, good for him. You know, he got flown out. He got a free trip to Italy or wherever. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I didn't pay attention that much to the video, but I think that's what, you know, where they sent him, and he got to check out the new speakers beforehand and post this video as soon as they released. So that's pretty cool, man. It's cool that a speaker company would even do that. And I'm just excited for the DJ community as a whole, especially on YouTube, to be able to reach these kinds of heights and these kinds of numbers. This is one thing I want to talk to my man Jay Book about when he comes on, you know, because he's got quite a following. You know, I think he's 15,000 subscribers, something like that. And so I just want to get his opinion and pick his brain about, you know, where do you think the ceiling is? You know, where is the ceiling for YouTube, you know, in DJing, that whole, you know, genre and everything else, not genre, whatever you call it, niche or whatever. I know that, you know, DJ Bar recently hit 100K, and I think Justin the DJ is over 100K, and there's a lot of guys in the 50,000, 60,000 subscriber range. So anyways, I don't know. I thought it'd be an interesting conversation, get his take on it. But what'd you guys think of that comment? I couldn't believe that. All right, and moving on. I think there's another one. Oh yeah. So like, here's the comment I left on this video, and you guys already know what it's about to be about. Here we go. Yeah, I'm leaving that comment. I can't wait for his response. So if you guys can't see it good, or if you're just listening, I put a comment on his video on the new RCF speakers. I hope they sound as good as the Exaton S1503. And, you know, it's just to troll him, you know, because, like, I mean, again, I don't, you know, I like the Exatons, and I noticed he put on a Facebook post that they sounded like absolute dog shit. And so I just put that on there to see what he would say, and I don't even think he even responded to it. So that kind of sucks. But I thought he would see it and laugh, or at least he would like talk some crap, talk some shit back to me and like try to break my balls, because that's the kind of guys they are up there. So anyways, DJ Dugout 52, what up, man? I don't think I've ever talked to you before. Hit those comments, hit that like button, and make sure, put in the chat, where are you from? How much snow are you dealing with right now? And yeah, man, thank you for joining. So like I said, I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. So thought that was funny. And then, yeah, I was gonna. I don't have it with me on here, but I was gonna bring up the post on Facebook where he said that the Exoton sounded like dog shit, but I don't see it in my chat. So I'll remind you guys once again, this is an uncensored stream. Jay Book, I see you're in the green room already, my man. Thank you. So yeah, man, this is an uncensored stream, so feel free once we start chatting it up. You don't have to be totally PC. My viewers know that this is a late night deal. And anyways, but yeah, you don't have to be belligerent, but you don't have to be totally PC either. So there we go. Well, moving right along. So here's my next thing I wanted to talk about. So you guys already know, I work with Danny B here in Houston, and he actually got an inquiry through this website, and he was chatting back and forth with this lady, and she was super excited, and she wanted to book him or me or whoever, whoever's available. And she was all excited about it, and so he gave her our pricing, and then bam, this is what he got in response. And so I figured we would discuss this because it was kind of interesting. So her response back is, "Hi, Danny. I'm so sorry, but this quote is way out of our budget. Could I ask, if we only required your labor, no equipment, no fog machines, no lights, just you to come and run our computer with Spotify Premium and our audio equipment for the event, what would that cost? Plus the cost for driving to and from the venue. Thank you." So first of all, you guys put in the chat, put in the comments, would you guys even entertain this? And secondly, isn't that like a weird, so you go from, and everybody's budget's different. That's fine. There's no shame in that or whatever. But what was her budget? Because now she's going from wanting a top tier DJ company to come to her wedding to, will you just come and use our computer and play Spotify or a playlist? And like, what? I don't understand that one. It's like, where did the U-turn go on that bad boy? Like, my goodness. So J-Tech's in these comments. What up, J-Tech? Everybody in the chat, tell J-Tech happy birthday. He is a moderator, and today is his birthday, and he's out to dinner with his family, so he should be concentrating on them. But he's in the chat. Need to give that client one of those old Chavez stickers included with lights. That says, "I'm not a jukebox." Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, so everybody tell J-Tech happy birthday in those comments. My birthday was just this past Sunday, so we're getting old, man. We're getting old and crusty. Oh, DJ Drizzy in the house. What up, Drizzy? Thank you for joining, my man. Good to see you. If y'all don't know, I brought on Drizzy about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Can't really remember, but yeah, he's one of the older episodes, so go check that out. We talked all about his custom DJ booths, and we talked all about DJ booths on that whole episode, so definitely go check that out. Glad to have you here, Drizzy. Just put it on auto run. Yeah, man. So I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? Like if you're willing, I don't understand. It's like, why don't you just do this yourself, or have like your son or somebody, your cousin, whatever, come in and do it. But yeah, Kevin says, call me crazy, but if it was on an off day, I would do it. Yeah, I mean, and that's the other part. Me and Danny were discussing. We were like, okay, first of all, I don't know if we want to like have this in our brand, like we don't want to be. So I was like, well, certainly if we do something like this, we're not going to advertise it or put it on, any of the social medias or anything, for sure. I'll probably be on here blabbing about it on my live stream, but I don't think any potential clients are going to watch this, but you never know. But anyways, I was just like, what also, I just think it wouldn't be fun. Like part of DJing for me is fun. I love doing it. That's why that's why I do it, because it's enjoyable. Like that wouldn't be enjoyable. It'd be just like, oh, let me come here and click play when you want me to click play. Like, what do you even really need somebody for at that point, right? Like, I guess for the first dance, you need a certain song. And then like, if you wanted something played at a certain time, you would need that. But like, other than that, I don't know what you're really paying someone for. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I figured you guys would get a kick out of it. Looks like you did. Everybody's saying happy birthday to J-Tech, and I'll take that as my birthdays as well. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And J-Tech really appreciates it. I can't speak tonight. Oh, man. I am guessing she thought it would be $200. Yeah, I mean, like, and plus, like, what would you even charge for that? I guess it depends how far the venue is, and then how many hours, I guess. Maybe just do like $50 an hour and like a few dollars or whatever for mileage. I don't know. I don't know if I would be willing to give up a Saturday night or whatever with my family for that. I don't know. Old man, I'm ancient then, 61. Come on, man. That's not too bad. Man. Everybody like nowadays is getting 60 looks like 50 and 50 looks like 40. And, so with our technology and all of our peptides and GLP-1s and all this other shit we can take nowadays. All right, man. Thank you. Everybody saying happy birthday. Yeah, man. Lots of happy birthdays in the chat. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. So, anyways, thought that was interesting. I think I lost my... Oh, no, I didn't. Here it is. Let's see. I thought I lost my page of stuff I wanted to talk about. So, last but not least, I actually want to talk about something that Jay Book brought up actually on his stream. So, I was watching his stream this past Thursday, and he brought this up. So, I stole it off of his stream. Hope he doesn't mind, but if he does, he can tell me in about 40 minutes. But no, he brought this up. I think he found this on a DJ Facebook page or like some kind of forum or something. Average wedding cost for 2026. So I want you guys to really suck in these numbers, imprint these numbers into your brain holes. All right. Venue, 8,500. So that seems about fair to me. That seems about right, Full service planner, $12,000. Gentlemen and ladies, if you can make $12,000 for a single day event, now I know there's a lot of back end work, okay? I'm not a moron, so I do know, just like with us, with DJs, you got to do all the planning. You got to like organize everything. You got to get all the emails together. You got to get all, everything organized from head to toe, right? I get it. $12,000. And now, granted, he said he got this from a forum where tons of people answered these questions. So it wasn't like just one person just making some stuff up. So this was like a consensus. So photographer, $7,000. Videographer, $7,000. Florals, $10,000. Rentals, $8,000. Specialty rentals, $5,000. Catering, $14,000 for the food. Alcohol, $6,500. And now we're to my favorite part. DJ. $3,000. Now, just so you guys know, here in Houston, $3,000 for a DJ, you're at the top of the market. Like you're at the top of the food chain. All right. There's lots of DJs out here in here in H-Town doing weddings for $500. I'm just telling you. I mean, 14 hours all day long. Promising the world $500 all day. You can find them all day. Ricky Gonzalez in there. What's up, Ricky? Unheard of DJs. Clever name, man. Thank you for joining. I don't think I've spoken to you either. Let me know where you're from. How much snow are you digging through right now? But yeah. So DJ $3,000, lighting $800, band $15,000. Strings trio 1,000, hair and makeup 2,000, efficient 750, efficient $750, and they're there for like 30 minutes. Now imagine a DJ that comes in there for 14 hours and does it for $500. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Transportation 1,500, cake 1,000, stationery. The stationery, just the plates and forks, and $1,500. Wedding dress $3,000. Suit rental $400. And then there was a total, and I guess I cut it off on the picture. I think it was like $90,000 or something like that. So come on, guys. Like, we got to step our games up. If we're only making $3,000 and the wedding planner is getting 12, 4 times the amount of the DJ. Now, like I said, I totally understand. You know, they do a lot of work, and I'm not diminishing that. You know, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to poo-poo on them either. I'm proud of them, to be honest. For them to be able to drive up their value and wedding, you know, brides and potential clients like see that value and be willing to pay $12,000 for it. That's amazing. Same thing with photographers. You know, a lot of photographers have stepped their game up so much nowadays. Like, the photographers we work with, they're amazing. Like, I mean, they're amazing. And so, yeah, if they're getting 7,000, awesome. I'm happy for them. Videographers, same thing. But why are we only getting $3,000? You know, top of the market DJs, right? Why are we only getting $3,000? Because, I mean, I just feel like, man, no one's going to remember. Okay, the planner, of course, that's going to make a difference, because if you got a crappy planner and your wedding is a damn nightmare, you know, or it's unorganized and people don't know where to go and what to do and all that, that could be a big problem. But I don't know, $12,000, man. I just, damn, that seems crazy. And then photographer, videographer, yeah, you know, that's another 14,000. So you're talking about almost 30,000. Okay, and plus the venue, 38. So you're talking about 40 grand just for the photographer, videographer. You know what I think it is? You know why I think DJs only make $3,000 or $500? You want to know why? Here's my theory. Y'all let me know in these comments if I'm right or if I'm wrong. My theory, the reason why we only make $3,000 is because we're always the last thing booked. We're always the last person they talk to. They go and find the venue. They go and get a planner. And then I don't know what it is about brides, but they're always so excited about photography, whatever. Me personally, we've been married 16 years, me and my wife, and I don't think we've ever broke out our wedding pictures and looked at them. Never, not once. You let me know in the comments, Kelly. Tell them, have we ever looked at those pictures? And I really wish that we had got a videographer, because like my dad has passed. You know, some of my friends, some of the people that were at that wedding I haven't seen in years. You know, I would love to go back and watch that video and see how much fun we had, and we don't have one. I don't remember anything about my DJ that was at our wedding. So, you know, obviously the guy did his job, obviously, because if he did terrible, I would have remembered that. But yeah, man, I think that's what the problem is. It's like they go book the venue, they go book the planner, they run out and get a photographer, the best one they can find. They go get a videographer, and then florals, rentals, all that stuff, I think is not fun to them for some reason. What's up, Ziggy? Thank you for joining, man. You just missed me complaining about why we're not paid like everybody else. So we were talking about how DJs are only getting 3,000 and like the planner's getting 12, the photographer's getting 7. So it's just kind of crazy. But I think that's what it is. I think that it's by the time they get to where they're booking the DJ, they've already spent so much money that they're like, man, I gotta get a deal on this DJ. I really gotta find a deal, because we've already spent $50,000, or we've already, you know, committed to spending $60,000 or whatever it is, you know? And so then when we get them in our consultations, we got to convince them, hey, nobody's going to remember the cake, the florals, the food. You know, if you can try and shave off a little on those things, bring it our way, and then you can book with us. You know what I mean? Like, I think we got to do a better job of explaining that. to brides. But let's go back to these comments. Let's see what you guys think, because you know, it doesn't really matter what I think. It matters what you guys think. All right. Kevin says she should just hire a broke high school kid. Hey, Expert Island's in the house. What up, Expert? What up, Robin? Thank you for joining, my man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Mikey Mike, happy birthday. Good evening from Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, Cincinnati. I know you got some snow up there, man. So be careful. Be careful. Mikey Mike just had triple hernia surgery a week ago. Man, I know you're still hurting from that, brother. I know you're still hurting. Oh, let's get back to the chat screen. There we go. I actually had a hernia surgery when I was a kid, man. And I remember it was so bad. I mean, I couldn't get off the couch for like, I don't know, a week or two. Let's see. Kelly says no planner is getting paid that much. Well, see, that's the thing, babe. I think they're not getting paid that much in Houston because there's so many. It's like just flooding the market, you know? And there's so many of those big corporations out here that own wedding venues, and they hire people for like $20 an hour and they just pay them hourly. You know, they don't even give out like payments like this. Kevin Sounds, I'm a planner more than I am a DJ now. And bro, I promise you, it is 10 times more work than DJing. That is if you're actually a planner that doesn't suck. All right, man. I respect that. But you said it's 10 times more work. So I was going to say, is it 4 times the work because they're getting paid 4 times the amount? So I guess so. I mean, I know it is a lot of work. It's a lot of organization. It's a lot of mental stress, you know? I worked with a planner that got paid over $7K and she didn't do a damn thing. Oh my God, dude. I would feel like a thief, bro. Seriously. If I got paid $7,000 and I didn't work hard, I would literally feel like a damn thief. I would be like so ashamed of myself. Like, I don't know how I would look at myself in the mirror. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Let's see. That's not stationary. I don't know what that means. What's crazy is content creators are replacing a lot of photographers nowadays. Content creators, huh? What do you mean by that? Not all of the wedding planners. Yeah, I'm sure they're not all making that much, but I was just shocked to see that. I mean, crazy. That's because they have no money left for the DJ. Exactly. That's my theory. That's my theory. So I definitely want to ask Book and see what his opinion is. Let's see. Scott Pruitt, great point. These DJs that charge $500 need to stop. I won't think about it for less than $1,200. Yeah, man. I mean, that's if it's something really close to my house, around my house, in my neighborhood, whatever. Depending on what it is, I've done events for, $725, $950, things like that. But as far as weddings go, no. We're not going down like that for a wedding. No doubt. No doubt. But again, I have that luxury. I only do 1 or 2 events a month, and 3 or 4 if I'm really pushing it. One a weekend for me is like crazy. So, and then back-to-backs. Oh my God, man. I had a couple back-to-backs last year, Friday, Saturdays or Saturday, Sundays, and I couldn't even walk for like 3 days afterwards for being on my feet for 24 hours, man. I'm telling you, I need to lose another 40 pounds before I can do them back-to-backs. Let's see. Yep, bet there's no money left. We are the last thought, to be honest. Yeah. So I think y'all's theories are the same as mine. That would make sense. We're the last one, and we're about the ones that look for a DJ last minute. Do you charge more? No, I don't. Not really. We don't really charge more. Like if our date is open and it's like next weekend, well, we'll charge the same. I mean, I'll take it. It's really for us and for me personally, it's like, do I want to do the event or not? Like I got to meet the couple. Are they super cool? Like, are they my vibe? Like, are we gonna vibe well? Things like that. That to me is more important than the money, to be honest. Yes, 100%. By the time they get to us, they've spent all their money on stupid stuff. 10K on flowers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can you enlarge the window? It's hard to read on my phone. Yeah, sorry, bro. Sorry. You can go back and watch it tomorrow. DJ Tony Beats, what up, man? Thank you for joining. I don't think I've talked to you before. Let me know where you're from. How much snow are you trudging through right now? Expert Island says wrong. It's branding. All right. I'd like to get your thoughts on it too then, man, for sure. What's up, Mikey Mike? Hope your recovery is going well. Yeah, man, recover from that hernia. That's tough. If you're on a phone, you can pinch and zoom. Most brides think all DJs are the same and have no money left, so they just get one. I mean, yeah, so I guess that's our job, to convince them why they should be paying more for us. 3 most important things: venue/food. People will tell you if the food stunk. I mean, I don't really think so. I think like if the food is mediocre, like they'll just eat it or not eat it, and like they're not going to go up to the bride and tell them, man, your food stinks. I don't think so, but I mean, whatever, maybe. I guess if they're like really assholes. Photos, memories will last a lifetime. I agree with that. That's why I said $7,000 for a photographer. Like, to me, I think we paid that when we got married like 17 years ago. Our photographer was up there. Like, he was some fancy smanchy dude in Houston, and he had a big old portfolio or whatever, and he convinced us that he was worth $7,000. I think it was $7,000 or $7,500, and that's why we didn't get a videographer, because we were like, man, we already spent $7,000 on a photographer. And just like I said, I don't think we've ever busted him out and looked at him. Shows how old I am. I did not know we could do that. Okay. He didn't know he could zoom on his iPhone. Oh my God. I was legit about to write the same thing. It's not you, it's the brides. Kelly, I promise you there are planners getting paid and way more than that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe it was from that movie Jennifer Lopez was in, The Wedding Planner. Maybe she convinced everybody, all the brides to be, that they got to pay. LOL, probably just not where you guys are located. Most planners are like 2,000 max. Yeah, here in Houston, I mean, there's tons of them doing it for 2,000. Like day of planners are like, I don't know, $700-800, and yeah, like full service planners, I say 2,000 3,000. You can do them. You can find that all day here. I'm getting better each day. Found out they took 5 inches of my intestines out of me. Good Lord, bro. This is an uncensored show, but I don't know if we're that uncensored. Surgery was Wednesday, and I started driving on Monday. All right, man. Well, keep on recovering, bro. Bro, couples are legit hiring content creators instead of photographers, and they cost a fraction, not to mention the couple gets their photos right away. So what do you mean? Is that like just somebody walking around with an iPhone, like snapping Instagram pics? Like, what do you mean? Shuffle couple in the house. What up, Dan and Emily? I hope you guys are staying warm and bundled up from all that snow and all that goodness. I've been doing this for 28 years and feel like only top DJs are getting $3K. I get $2,500 regular, but over $3,000 is only top guys. Most guys I know get $1,000 to $2,000. Yeah. So I don't know what market you're in, Tony, but that's about the same as here in Houston, where there's just thousands of DJs, man. Like, I mean, if you post on Facebook, I'm looking for a DJ, within 1 hour, there'll be 100 comments on that post on Facebook. And that's Facebook. You know, who the hell uses Facebook nowadays? You know, like, I mean, not young brides. They're not using Facebook. So it's kind of crazy. All right, everybody saying what's up to the Shuffle couple. You popular, man. Loved your last video. I need to rewatch it because I was at work, but love the humor. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate. Oh, he's talking about Shuffle couple. Yeah. Yeah, he's funny too. Let's see. Shuffle couple almost got pulled over. Yeah, in his video. That was funny. DJ K Swift, DC. I guess you're in DC. We got about 8 inches of snow. Nice. You going skiing or what are you doing? You going sledding? I don't want to spread names, but one very popular DJ put on her Facebook that couples willing to pay anything less than $500 per hour, yes, per hour, are not worth the time, to each its own. Well, yeah, man. If you think about it, if you got, 5 hour? Because we really charge, like when we charge the client, we say, we charge $18.95 for 5 hours of DJing. So if you do 5 hours times 500, that'd be like 2,500. So it's about that, it's about that. I mean, because you're not really counting the 4 hours you get there early and to set up and all, and then the hour and a half after the event, you're done packing up and then driving home. You're not really counting all that time. So I guess if you're counting just the time that they're paying for, it's close to $500 an hour. To be honest, I don't eat at events. Normally I go gas station for fast food. Yeah, me too. or I'll go to like Chick-fil-A or something. All industries have disruptors. If Exciton is solid long term, a lot of business and DJs paid a lot of money for a fast appreciation. Just ordered 2 white ones. I'm gambling on the disruptor. All right, man. DW, thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, man, good luck with your Excitons. Mine have been great. I love them so far. And like I've always tell you guys, as soon as one of them blows up or an amp burns up or something happens, y'all will be the first ones to know, because I will be on here with video and pictures, and I'll be running my mouth like I always do. Planners still have to check in with the DJ for everything. That's true. Give us a hint of what DJ. My guess is my neighbor just south of me in Connecticut. Yep, exactly what you just said. Walking around with an iPhone or Android, taking pics and getting paid for it. Wow. And that's what they're calling a what did you say? A social media manager or something like that? Wow. So it's just somebody walking around posting to their Instagram for their wedding. Stevie Ray, did I miss J Book? No, man, come on, Stevie Ray. How many streams you don't watch? I know you're always in these comments. Second hour. J Book will be here second hour. He'll be here for the whole hour. Well, I mean, unless he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. It's very popular female DJ. I'm gonna leave it there. Who are the very popular female DJs? We got I don't know if you're talking YouTube or just like in general. So but anyway, here in Tennessee, we didn't get a lot of snow like last year. Really? My friend is I got my best friend lives in Nashville. And he sent me a picture of him and his son in the snow. Let's see. I know some DJs are multi-ops, and they are getting minimum 5,500 and up to 30K, but they bring 3 DJs and 2 lighting guys. What kind of production do you need 3 DJs and 2 lighting guys? Like a damn music festival? MLOD Pro, what up? What up? Your wife commented on one of our videos today, and we were like, wait, that's DJ James' wife. Hey! Oh, yeah, she showed me that. Well, welcome to the stream, guys. Thank y'all for joining. I really appreciate it. Yeah, man. It was on TikTok, right? Right? So, man, we're making moves, man. We're finally starting to get some traction in all these different social medias. I love it. I love it. Minimum 5.5K is in every event. I feel like sometimes DJs lie. Minimum 5.5K as in every event. Yeah, there's people lying. I mean, DJ, one thing about DJs you're going to learn, they have big egos and they have big, braggadocious, whatever you want to call it. So, let's see. Last content creator I saw at least put her iPhone on a gimbal. Yeah. Oh, you're saying she at least put her iPhone on a gimbal. Yeah. So it's not all shaky cam action. Jay Davis in the house. What up, Jay Davis? DJ Rachel, huh? That's your guess? I don't know. If DJ Rachel's getting $500 an hour, that's good, man. That's good for her. I'm proud of her. All right. We got through those comments. All right, so let's hit up. Let's go back to the screen share and let's hit up this right here. So, as you guys know, as you guys are aware of, I'm sure there's been tons of YouTube videos about NAMM and all the new gear that released. And actually, Jay Book, something we got to talk to him about. He ruffled some feathers talking about NAMM and this controller right here. So the Rain System 1 released, and he didn't even say anything bad about it in his video. All he said was, master what you're already using before you buy something new. And boy, people did not like him saying that. They did not like him poo-pooing in their Cheerios. They're all excited about going and getting something new. And, he just shattered their hopes and dreams by telling them, hey, get good on what you got already. So boy, if y'all want to see an entertaining video, go to his channel, watch that video and look at the comments, and you guys already know all the comments, all the hate comments I got on my RCF video because I said that an Exciton speaker was better than an RCF J8. Woo-wee! Boy, I faced the same kind of shit. I had people wanting to come to my house and box me. So, yeah. Anyways, the Rain System 1, it's basically a standalone Rain Mark II or whatever it is. I have it. I don't even know what the hell it's called. All these damn Rain controllers getting mixed up in my head, but the normal Rain turntable controller that's in my wedding DJ furniture. It's basically that, but with the little Engine DJ program with a little screen in the middle. Now, I'll tell you guys, I've tried Engine DJ I have the Newmark Mixstream Pro Go, and I hated it. Engine DJ sucks. So I definitely will not be buying this. I already have the Rain 1 Mark II in white for my DJ furniture. I have the Rain Performer. What up, Danny B? Danny B in the house. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining. I already have I even have Rain 12s and a Rain 72, which is right over here. And it's basically a table that I put a bunch of stuff on top of. So I'm not buying this one, but to everybody who does, man, I hope it works out for you. And the only thing I do like about this controller is the fact that it's a standalone controller, so you have that as like your backup option. So if you were using your laptop and say your laptop dies, it overheats or whatever, you can switch that to standalone mode, and it's instant. So there's no delay. There's no like resetting the systems or anything. You can go straight from your laptop straight to playing something off that device. So I do love that feature of it, but that would be the only feature that I would use on that controller that I don't have with my Rain 1 already. And so I'm not paying $2,500 or whatever it was for this thing. Just for that one feature, like I have other backup options on my, gear. I have a Bluetooth adapter. I could go Bluetooth for my phone. I could connect my iPad to the mixer. There's a lot of different ways, you can have a backup. But I do like the fact that, that is an additional backup and one that I would be familiar with. So in the future, maybe 3 or 4 years down the road, when these start hitting Facebook Marketplace for like $700-800, I might pick one up then, but I'm definitely not buying one new anytime soon. That's for sure. You guys let me know in those comments. What did y'all think of the new gear at NAMM? Here's the next thing. Alpha Theta DJM V5 mixer. It's a 3-channel mixer. So the thing I don't get about Alpha Theta, what is their game plan? Like, what is their ultimate game plan? They killed the Pioneer brand, right? And Pioneer is like the brand that everyone loves. You're going to kill that, bring out Alpha Theta, and they're introducing all these weird-ass products. Like, that stupid mixer doesn't even have a crossfader. What? So I get it. It's like, oh, it's for the techno guys. It's for the whatever. I love mixing EDM. Like, that's how I started DJing. I saw the Chainsmokers perform, and I told my wife, we saw it at the rodeo here in Houston, and I told my wife the next day, I'm learning how to DJ. And this was like 12 years ago or 13 years ago. And I never looked back. But like, that mixer just looks so stupid. Like, okay, say you're in your DJ program, right? And you load up a track on bank 1. Which one of the 3 is bank 1? Oh, okay, I can see it there. Okay, 1 is all the way to the left. Because like on a normal 4-channel controller, you have 1 and 2 in the middle and 3 and 4 on the outsides. So like, that would just be confusing to me. Like, I don't know. That just looks retarded. There's no crossfader. So I don't know who they're going to sell these to. Maybe a few nightclubs, but like, they can't sell more than like 100 of these units. Like, I just can't see it. Like, well, whatever. And then, of course, there's a bunch of like little crap that I don't even know what half of it is or whatever. If you guys want to know more about it, then just go to Digital DJ Tips and this blog, and he talks all about all this stuff. We got the RMX Ignite, which is some kind of like effect thing, I think. We have a little mixer by Reloop, which connects to a phone. Cool. All right. Then we had this bad boy, the Hercules DJ Control T10 motorized controller. I've been saying it for years. I don't know why Rain didn't come out with the Rain 72, those 2 turntables with a mixer on the inside. And like a big ass controller like this. Like, why did Rain not do that already? Like, I don't get why they didn't do that. They really messed up by not doing that, I think. But Hercules is like, all right, well, we'll do it. Now, I've never owned a Hercules product. I've never even seen one, actually. Like, I've seen it on the internet, but I've never seen one in person. I don't know any DJs that has any of this. So I'd be interested to know, like, what is the quality? I have heard that like the T7 feels very plasticky, and to me that's a concern because that makes it feel like a toy and not, not a professional piece of gear. But anyways, this was at NAMM. They said it was just a prototype, so they're not done, designing it yet. They said it's going to be around $1,500. I think that's a little steep, especially for a Hercules. I think they should bring it in more around like $999, maybe $1,200 at most. But I feel like if they bring it in at $1,500, I don't know, man. I don't know how many of these they'll sell, but I'm definitely interested. I think it looks cool. And I have the Rain Performer. I love it. I have the Rain 72s. I love those. So I think this would be a fun option, and even if it is plastic, if it's really light and easy to get to gigs, I mean, I think it would be fun for like backyard parties and stuff like that. Just bring that thing with you, throw it on a table and let her rip, dude. I think it'd be kind of cool. The Korg Chaos Pad, I don't know what that is. The Reloop Flux Go, I guess that's some kind of little audio interface. DVS breakout box. Okay, got that completely wrong. Akai Pro MPC XL. Again, I don't know what that is. Some kind of, says standalone gear. QSC brought out their CB10 battery-powered 10-inch speaker. Whoop-de-doo. Good for QSC. They're about 5 years too late. Like, what are y'all doing? They bring out their column arrays like 3 years too late. Now they bring this out like 4 years too late. Like, I don't understand the people at QSC. I really don't. But cool, another battery-powered speaker. Like, if you're just a QSC diehard, then there you go. There's your speaker. But I mean, Bose already has one. The Everse 8s are amazing. Mackie came out with their Thump Go. Like, dude, like, you're way late to the party on this. So I don't know what they're doing. We've got a Rain System 1 deck saver. All right. Everybody be excited for that. Head Type 20 A-Core Studio monitor. Now, this thing looked badass. And I was reading about it because, I'm the speaker nerd. I love my speakers. That's all I freaking dream about at night is more speakers. And I went and checked this thing out, and it looks cool until I saw the price. And yeah, it's like $2,500 or something. I was like, yeah, no. But I thought that would be cool sitting on my desk here, for my streaming setup and stuff until I saw the price. Reloop RP5000 Mark IV turntables. I don't know what's different between this turntable and the other 3 versions. So to me, it's just a turntable. Like, I don't know how you can keep updating turntables. I mean, they're just a table that turns. Like, I mean, I don't know. Roland Go Mixer Studio. All right, got us a little compact mixer, and then that's it. And then, why does he not have the RCF speakers in here? Weird. He said he was updating this hourly. Anyway, of course, RCF came out with some new J8s. Like, yay. Like, I don't think anyone's excited for those. Like, the J8s are, in my opinion, the 12-inch subwoofer. I can't go back to a 12-inch subwoofer. So now that I've been blessed with the Exciton 1503s with that 15-inch woofer, they just sound so much better. And then Danny has the Maui 44s, same thing that Jay Book has. Those speakers are amazing. Like, they just sound incredible, but they're $7,000. So if you want to save yourself about $6,000, get you a couple of Excitons. Now, I'm not saying they're going to last forever like the LDs. I don't know, but you're rolling the dice. But again, it's 1/7 the dice. So anyways, guys, I guess we'll save DJ Barr's video for next week because it's already 7:54. We got about 5 minutes. We're bringing DJ Book in. Can you hear me okay, DJ Book? Give me a thumbs up. Excellent. All right. So we're going to be bringing him in about 5 minutes. I hope he's ready. He's all warmed up. He's got the knuckles ready to go in case he needs to, knock me out. and it's going to be a fun one, man. It's going to be a fun one. I'm excited. What do you guys think about all the new gear at NAMM? Let's go over a couple more of these comments. Look how I paused Bar's video. That's hilarious. But let's get back to the chat. Oh my God, look at all these comments, man. All right, Chinchillin, I guess, is going to bed. I don't know. I guess I'm too boring. Kevin, I'm not going to lie to you. I have a soft spot for Hercules, but the T7 was complete plastic garbage. All right. Bad sound card, cue pads, etc. Luckily, they're fixing all that for the T10. Well, let's hope so. Shuffle Couple wanted a new battle mixer. Yeah, man, you're going to have to keep waiting. Let's see. Mikey Mike, Hercules he has a T7 and loves it. All right, cool. I've only seen the T7 online. Like I said, I've never seen one in person. Hercules is good, but it's consumer casual gear. Ironically, I think they move the most units. Yeah, well, their price range. Their price range is good. Mr. Maui, what up, man? What's up, Shay? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. James, a book. You got a real OG on here today. I know, right? I know. That's why I'm so excited, man. I'm moving up in the world. I'm moving on up. Nah, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody with 1,000 subscribers just as much as the people with 15,000, man. It's all good. It's all good. We're all DJs. We all love doing this, and we all love talking about it. That's for sure. We all love giving our opinions. I'm very glad that Hercules did this. Pioneer or Rain would have screwed this up. They would have put direct drive in it, and it would have weighed 100 pounds. Yeah, you're probably right. Exactly. Oh, man. Dan started on the Impulse 500. Okay. So you're a Hercules connoisseur, are you? DJ Drizzy, the T10 was really nice. I got to physically mess with it at NAMM, and I was impressed. Dang, I should have had you on this week, Drizzy, to go over NAMM. I tried to get, I'm trying to remember his name now. Anyways, I don't want to spoil guests. So, yeah, I tried to get another dude for next week that went to NAMM so we could talk all about it, but he couldn't make our schedules work. So, let's see. Danny has the Starlight for practice and love it. Hercules makes a quality product. Okay. Maybe as a home unit, don't know if it will survive field work. So that is the true question. DJ Kobe, what about the star of the show? Okay, yeah. I am making my way back because I feel like starting from way back when y'all are talking about something I talked about 20 minutes ago is just kind of strange. J-Tag with a super chat. Belated birthday gift for DJ James King. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. My man giving me love on his birthday. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. Thank you. I tried this past week to get when somebody gives a super chat, like an alarm to go off and all this. I totally screwed up my stream again. I took about 3 hours earlier today fixing everything I screwed up. So I was scared that something wasn't going to work right again here tonight, but we got everything working just in time. So the one I saw had an iPhone on a ring light. Yeah, you're talking about the social media guys. Mikey Mike starts at 2,800. That's awesome. How much are these paying people, content creators? I think Hercules might have stole the show. Yeah, I think they did. They did steal the show. I think they are mostly what everybody's talking about, to be honest. I think Shure supposedly came out with a new microphone. I got to check out too that it supposedly auto scans. It switches frequency. It auto does the feedback suppression. It auto does all that. So all you got to do is turn it on. And they said, like, even if it starts noticing interference, that it will automatically switch to another frequency and update the microphone in real time. So that sounds pretty interesting. Now, these microphones that be charging $1,000, $1,200, I've always been like, no, get the Phoenix Pros. But if they can start doing some technology like this, now we're talking. Now we're definitely talking. And like, come on, in less than 20 pounds to insanity. Respectfully, just my opinion, standalones are incredibly dumb. Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, even when I had a standalone, I still always brought my laptop, and I just felt weird without my laptop. So I'm definitely a laptop DJ. That's for sure. Rather DJ on a tablet than a standalone. Yeah. I mean, I got to have something, I got to have something there. See, Scott Pruitt's been looking at the XDJ RR. Man, that's an old ass controller, right? What are you looking at that for? Killing Pioneer was such a bad move. Yeah, exactly. I think, I don't know what the hell Alpha Theta is doing, man. I really don't even understand what their plan is or anything. So, all right, I have controllers for different events. My big weddings, I use my FLX10. Yes, sir. Read my super chat. Sorry, J-Tech, man. Sorry again. I wanted to have like a bell or something, dude. I was looking forward to James's horror stories. Oh, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it with Book Club in the building. What's up? What up, Mr. King? Glad to be in King's Court. Thank you, JTM. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Solstice was there. Yep. Hey, Jay Book with a $10 super chat. My man. You know what? That's his, he's paying me to be on the stream, right? Just kidding. That's incredible, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Did you see his video? I did, but I hated a lot Let's see. I have my first ever controller, Newmark N56. Happy birthday. Thank you for the support. Hell yeah. Bro, I love Solstice, aka DJ Matt. I know him personally. How did you get banned from every DJ group, including the No Filter? Yeah, because he tells it like he thinks, man. He doesn't hold back. James should get Solstice on the show and ask why Solstice is banned. Maybe. We'll see, man. Y'all got to stay tuned, man. Y'all don't know who's coming up on these future weeks. Fine standalone is club laptop DJ for wedding. Yeah, for sure. Solstice would be interested. He went to NAMM. I would love that. So's in the house. What up, So? Thank you, man. Thank you for being on the show. And with that, that's all of our comments. Now, again, guys, if you want to make sure we see the comment and we go over it, make sure you hit that super chat button. Again, it's not required. Really appreciate it. It helps support the show. And I will definitely get to that with J Book. But at this time, we are going to be bringing him in. Let me copy his link. And here we go. Guest scene. Guest one. I still cannot figure out how to do this ahead of time where it's not in the show, but I'm going to hit that. Hit that. Guest one. Why is he not popping up? Guest scene. Did I copy the wrong link? Let's see. Copy to clipboard. And paste. There he is. J Book in the house. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, man?
Am I here?
Can you guys hear him okay? Make sure put in that chat. Make sure you can hear all right.
Yeah,
you guys can hear?
Am I clear? I look a little fuzzy over there, James. Am I all right over there?
You're looking good on my side, bro. You're looking crispy.
Oh, okay. I would hope so. You know, all this damn equipment
right
in here, I should be looking extra crispy.
Oh yeah, man. I can see I can see every little gray hair on that beard, brother. I can see it.
I'm telling you.
I got them too, man. I got them too. Look at that.
Hey, I'm letting them go in 2026. Enough of that dying shit. I don't have time for that. we're just gonna go and let it just roll, man. I'm just gonna let it roll.
Amen, man. Amen. Well, thank you so much for being on the show tonight, man. I really appreciate it. I've been telling everybody you're one of the dudes I've really looked up to for a long time on the DJ YouTube, YouTube sphere or whatever. You, Low Stacks, Rick Webb, you know, all the OGs, Bar, everybody, man. Like, you guys have put out so much amazing content for guys like us. And man, if you go back and watch all of J Book's live streams, you can literally learn the entire DJ business, all the gear that's out there. You can learn how to stream. This guy teaches everything. He don't hold nothing back. So once again,
Try to do it all.
Thank you for being on the show. Appreciate you.
No worries. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. And for you guys that don't know, like, he actually invited me on his stream a while back. He was doing a stream where he brought some of his people from the chat on, and he actually had me on, and I saw myself on that TV, and I was like, man, I look good on TV, don't I?
You caught a glimpse of the future, right? Or what could be, right?
Yeah, man. You awaken the beast. You awaken the beast. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, man. And then I do want to apologize because when the year you did the live stream and invited other DJs on, I should have did that, man. I was too scared. And I didn't have the confidence that I have now, because I would do it tomorrow if you wanted to do it tomorrow now. But
well,
yeah.
Let me tell you, I'm still a little salty about that. You know, I kept getting so many people say, "Hey, man, if you do a live stream, man, I promise you on New Year's, man, I'm gonna be there." And then the day before, everybody's like, "No, I can't do it this year. I'm like, so you're gonna make me DJ for 4 hours when I was only planning on DJing for 1 hour? Okay, I got you. I know, man. I'm sorry, but again, if you ever get up the nerve, man, you can count me in for an hour for sure. I promise you, I will do it. So I actually DJ'd on the guy in the chat, DJ Kobe. He's a dude that comes and helps me at weddings whenever I need to bring somebody with me, and he's available. And he actually does events as well for us, or for himself too. But anyway, he
is actually going hard on TikTok, and he does a 2 or 3 hour stream every morning, like when people are going to work in the morning on TikTok. He does it Tuesday through Friday, so 4 days a week, and I'm telling you, he never misses a day. I don't know how he's doing it, but and he did last month on a Sunday. He did one of those what you're talking about. So apparently on TikTok, it's way easier than I guess with YouTube, because you just use your phone and you can invite people and they can go into like a little side room and stuff. I don't know if you've seen this before, but yeah, okay. So he did that, and all I did was buy like a $30 iRig, connected that thing to my phone, set my phone up, and I did an hour set, and it was a lot of fun. There you go. Yeah. There you go.
Right there.
There you go. Yeah. And so again, I've got experience now, so I promise you, if you ever need me, I'll be there.
Look, this is what we do for a living. So you can never be scared to DJ. Like, of course, you're going to have nerves and everything out there. But if you just get up and do your thing, man, look, nobody expects you to be Jazzy Jeff every single time you get up and play. I mean, that's why I got this equipment behind me. Before I came on here, I was practicing on a mix that I'm going to curate and put together and do all that great stuff. I was getting my cue points and everything together. And I was like, why not? I got time. So, look, go on TikTok, go on Twitch, go on all these platforms and just leave it all on the table, man. Who cares if anybody says, hey, man, you know what? That makes suck. Okay, well, where's yours?
Yeah, I know.
Let me see yours. Let me see yours.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I have no qualms about my mixing skills or any of that. And like, if people talk whatever, that it doesn't bother me. But I was just scared, like, I didn't have the right camera gear and this or that. And I was like, I don't want to look like a amateur, whatever. As far as that side goes, like the DJing, I got the DJing, bro. I ain't worried about that. Okay. I ain't worried about that. Yeah. But not that I'm bragging or anything, but but I've been doing mixes for Mixcloud for Posh DJs. They're like a big wedding company, and they post it's mostly EDM mixes. But that's how I actually got started doing anything online DJing wise. I won a contest, like a mix show they were hosting, and so they invited me on their platform, and I've been doing 1 hour mixes for them for the last, I don't know, 8 or 9 years, I think. It's been a long time. And then my Mixcloud has all my old mixes on there. And but anyways, we're here to talk about you, not me. But but that's one thing that Book does. So you guys, if you don't know, he posts everywhere. He posts on Mixcloud. He posts on Instagram. He posts on YouTube, shorts, long form. So if you can't find this guy, then your eyes don't work. Either that or you don't know how to use a phone.
Yeah,
so one thing I wanted to ask you about all that is, like, what have you learned, from all these different platforms? Because I'm mostly just a YouTube person, obviously, right now. And I post on Instagram here and there, but it's mostly just like a picture with the bride and groom at a wedding and, a little review at the bottom, or I'll post a video. Like sometimes I'll walk up to them if they're a really cool couple, and I'll say, hey guys, how was it? And then they'll give me their little review or whatever. Like, and they don't know it's coming. Like, I don't tell them that. And then afterwards I'll say, hey, is this cool if I post on social media? Because I had some people blast me like, I can't believe you're putting drunk bride and grooms on the internet and blah, blah. And I'm like, they want me to, like, they want to show like how much fun they had anyway. But so, but what have you learned, as far as like the other social medias and like, just what are some things that you've learned off all that?
Well, I've learned that each one of them are totally different and they have their own audience. I've learned that TikTok doesn't like me very much. TikTok doesn't
Really?
like the content that I put out because I can't get out of that early 200, 100 threshold. But in the early stages of TikTok, it was actually pretty good. I got a couple of thousand viewed videos. Then I got 141,000 viewed video. And I was like, okay, maybe we're on to something. And then the algorithm changed again. And now I can't get out of that 100, 200. Everything I put out it just dies.
Wow.
So it's like, I'm still trying to find my creative footing and stuff on TikTok, but Instagram, I've kind of figured it out a little bit. I understand when to post. I understand what to post, and I'm averaging what I need to average now. Anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 per video. So I'm seeing growth there. And then YouTube, just my normal following and everything on YouTube. They usually court me pretty nicely.
Okay, yeah. So I've kind of noticed, like, as far as you, Low Stacks, like a lot of people, like even Bar, like when he stopped doing YouTube, and even you took a long break from YouTube, I noticed that everybody focused a lot more on Instagram, and so in my eyes, I was thinking, okay, well, YouTube is more for the DJs and for like the DJ community or whatever. But I don't think a lot of bride and grooms are going to YouTube, and maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think they're going to YouTube to find their DJs. And like Instagram, I think is a big to get brides and grooms and that kind of thing. So I was like, dang, I need to focus more over there. Because don't get me wrong, I love chopping it up with other DJs and this and that. But we've seen what is the ceiling for YouTube and DJs. It's 100K, I guess. I mean, that's basically, the best that we have out there. I guess, well, Digital DJ Tips and Crossfader, whatever they are from Europe, I think they've got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, like 300,000 or 400,000. But again, they have all those subscribers, but they're getting like 3,000-4,000 views on their videos, so it's like, it's kind of like, I don't know about that number, what's up with that or whatever, but yeah, I mean, so what do you think your ceiling is as far as YouTube goes? And I'll tell you mine afterwards too, I think.
Okay. Well, I looked at it the other day, and I started back in like 2015.
Yeah.
Making videos, and I don't even know if this is accurate, but it says that I have made 655 videos, and I'm just like, if I've edited all those videos,
that's a lot,
and I've done all this work, and I've done shorts, I've done podcasts, I've done product reviews, I've done all of this, like, is this my ceiling? Like, once I got to 10,000, I was just kind of like, oh well, I probably don't really want to do a whole bunch of YouTube anymore. But then I was like, well, I guess there might be a little room for it. So I just wanted to switch up what I did. But I think a ceiling, and a good ceiling, is probably about that 20 to 50,000 subscriber range. And the only reason I say that is because the guys who have those numbers usually are like reviewing a lot of product.
Yeah.
They're reviewing a lot of product. Like, if you can review a speaker on YouTube, nobody cares that you can DJ. It's the weirdest shit, because I don't understand it.
I love that. I'm clipping that. I love that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, nobody cares that this is a DJ channel, and that you play music. Everybody's just like, what speaker are you using?
I know.
You can talk about a piece of equipment, or what stand is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I got it today. I'm like, man, I make this whole reel, this whole short for you to take a look at, and you're pausing the video, and you're like, what speaker are you using there? What stand are you using right there? And I'm like, that was a great mix I just had right there. You're not watching this? This is why you should be here.
I know, that's so funny. And that's funny because, like, when I first made my YouTube channel, I'm like, I knew I didn't want to do gig logs. So I'm like, there's a million guys doing gig logs. That's so played out. I'm tired of it. Like, I don't even watch them anymore, and I've seen every DJ video on earth. So, and so I was like, let me show my setups, So I did 3 videos where I showed my basic setup, my like medium wedding tier setup, and then my big, big bonanza setup or whatever. And I set them all up in my living room, and I did three videos, that. And I noticed, was like, I got a few views, this or that. Well, then I'm like, all right, I need a monitor, So I was like, let me buy a cheap monitor, and I bought a $200 ProRec speaker, right? And I do a video on that thing and it's terrible. Like, if you guys go back and watch the video, it's horrible. Like, the lighting's terrible. The sound's not good. 12,000 views, right? I had no subscribers, no nothing. I think off that video, I went from like, 20 subscribers to like 150 or 200 and 12,000 views. And I'm like, all right, I found my niche. I know what I'm doing now. So I just started reviewing every speaker I own, and bam, it's like, and then I got into the live stream thing, and I thought, I'm going to roast other DJs, because I seen Aaron do that segment with you where he roasted like your old setup from like 20 years ago or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to like double down, and I'm going to like do that for real. And then I did a few live streams, like the Shuffle Couple's in the comments. He'll tell you I roasted him pretty good. And I was just like, I don't want to be mean, like that's kind of messed up, but I do it with love. I tell him that to him, like, hey, this is with love. I just want to help you, And then I started interviewing guys like you where there's nothing to roast, It's like, well, you guys have already you've already been there and done that and seen it all and got the t-shirt, you know? So, so what can I really roast? You know, there's like nothing to roast. So plus, you know,
you can still roast how hard we try. I mean, because you can still see that we're still out here trying to do stuff like, I mean, I love Rick Webb to death, but my gosh,
right.
Some of the stuff that Rick is putting out right now, I'm just like, hey, bro, what is this?
Oh man, hey, we could drop some big names right now. I could be a real asshole. I could be a real asshole and drop some big names right now and be like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I really, as soon as their video comes out, I'm like, skip. Like, I don't even like. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, nobody wants to watch this crap, like this word salad bullshit. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway.
I could deep dive as well. I mean, I'm just. When I see guys come on there, I'm just like, man, that's what you came up with this time. Wow. Okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
To each his own.
But I mean, the cool thing is, I think now too with YouTube, like subscribers don't matter really because I've got a bunch of brands now reaching out to me just because I've done like 6, 7. Oh, speaking of, don't let me forget, put that mental mark. Okay, I got to ask you about something after this because we're talking gear now, and I'm a gear freak, man. That's what my whole channel is. But anyways, yeah, I got brands reaching out to me now. You know, like, okay, these headphones, they're wireless, totally wireless. They're $250. They sent them to me to review. This microphone, you know, wireless battery powered microphone. It's awesome. They sent it to me to review, you know? And so, I mean, and I got 1,000 subscribers, you know, I don't have like 50,000, whatever. So, I think
they don't care. They really don't care. They just want you to
quality,
be able to, they just want you to be able to talk about the product. And I think what these companies are starting to understand is that the number doesn't matter because you could, just like you said earlier, but before you had 1,000 subscribers, that one video on a speaker hit 12,000 views. So they're just like, as long as you advertise for me, it could hit. It could definitely hit. So they're just like, they're taking a chance. They're rolling the dice. They're like, hey, if I give this guy this $250 piece of equipment, the return on it could be 4 sales of it. And then we've made our money completely. And all we did was give him a piece of equipment.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. They didn't have to pay a whole bunch. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, Shuffle Couple said your roast changed my life. Yeah, if you haven't seen that old video of mine or old live stream, his name's Dan, and he had a horrible looking facade. It was like a homemade facade, and it was like I don't remember what he said. Somehow it was plexiglass, but I guess it was so marked up and stuff. It looked like, I told him it looked like dirty glass, and I'm like, dude, I was like, come on, man, you're going to weddings. I was like, you need to. So then a few weeks later, he posted a video. He did another homemade facade, and it's badass. I told him you could sell those things, bro. Like, there's people in his comments like, where did that facade come from and all this. And so I said, see, you know, it was with love. You know, we're just trying to help a brother out. You know,
bro. Look, and I'm glad you have a great story out of that, because I don't know if you remember when I did that review on DJ's setups. Holy cow. And I drugged the people who had gig bars. Yeah. And those people are still making comments like, who are you to tell me that a gig bar is awful and it looks terrible? I'm like, I'm just telling you to keep up with the times, bro. Like, what's happening right now? Like, why are we having this conversation? That video is like 2 years old. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
They still mad, bro.
They're still mad. I mean, you know, hilarious. I got that current one now, and that one before. I got to be careful with some of these, because some of these guys, man, they get vicious, and I'm just like, you know what? See me in person, my guy. Like, exactly. You never see me in person.
That's what I was saying too. I was telling my chat, I was like, now I'm gonna need to hire security if I go to like a DJ conference. Have you ever been to a DJ conference?
Yeah, I went to what's the one over here in Atlantic City? I went to it in 2019.
DJX.
Yeah, Expo. I went to Expo over here in 2019, and I liked it okay, but I didn't find a lot of worth out of the workshops and everything. So I was just like, okay, am I going to keep going to these things? And I wanted to go to the one in Pittsburgh, and I thought about it really, really hard. I thought about it. I probably will never go to the one that is in Vegas, and NAMM is always one that I wanted to visit, but it just never lined up right. Either I have something to do, or you know, I'm going somewhere or something like that. So it just never lined up right. But I mean, I don't know, you know, really about DJ conferences. I don't know how valuable they are. Like, I can look at gear from the house. I don't need to look
Right.
at gear in person.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter that much to me.
Well, that's what I was saying too. I was like, I'll go to a show if someone like pays for me to go out there. Sure, I'll go then. Yeah, because I was like, you know, I was trying to get Exoton to. Have you heard the craze about the Exoton speakers and seen it like throughout the DJ world?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crossed my page a couple times.
I was about to say, I was surprised they haven't sent or asked you for a review or try to send you one or something. But
yeah, they haven't.
Okay. So I was trying to get them to fly me and my wife out to NAMM or something. I was like, you know, set up a booth and me and DJ Too Legit. I was like, fly us out, you know, because like we were the first ones to really, you know, promote them like big time on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, we'll talk to the people and do sound tests or whatever. And I don't, they're like a small company or whatever. And so, but I was like, I'm not going to like pay to go out there. I was like, unless my wife wants to go, like just see the city that's in or whatever, like, okay, cool. If we make like a little vacation out of, but I'm not just going to go. I would love to meet everybody in the chat and shake your hand and, you know, and go to a bar and have a beer with you guys. That would be awesome. That'd be amazing. But, you know, that's too expensive to do. And then, like you said, we can see all the gear online. Most of the time we can see the gear before the damn show's even open.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're leaking it and everything else. So
yeah, and they're doing that stuff on purpose. They know what they're doing. I mean, why go all the way to Cali if you're going to leak the picture of a new controller? And then, you know, a day before it's supposed to come out, you got a whole video on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what was the purpose of that?
Yeah. Look at you. You're stirring up the gig bar chat already in the chat. Stevie Ray. Love my gig bar plus ILS. Remove laser and Kentas for weddings. Looks sleek. Great light shows. Sorry, book.
You guys gotta stop it. You gotta stop it. It ends here. You gotta retire the gig bar. No. If that's what works for you, that's what works for you. I'm just saying it looks like an eyesore, in my opinion.
Right.
And remember, everything that I say is my opinion. It is not Bible. You do not have to do exactly what I say, but
exactly,
it is
right.
my opinion.
Yeah, I always say that in my videos too. And like I said in my RCF video, I had a guy trying to come to my house and want to fight me, you know, or box or something. I'm like, bro, this isn't high school, you know, like we're like 40, 50-year-old men, like with kids. Like, stop acting like an 18-year-old.
Yeah,
but
these keyboard warriors, man.
Yeah. I'm like, it'd be hilarious to see somebody like that at an expo, man. That would be funny.
Yeah,
but,
I haven't had somebody come up to me and say, hey, man, you're like, you know, that video you made, man, that kind of pissed me the fuck off, man. Like, you know what? I'm so tired of you making videos. Like, I've never had that before. So,
well, that's good.
I'm just taking that as online bullying.
Yeah.
For now.
28 people right now watching. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Let's give it up one time for Jay Book, still in the house. We got at least another 45, 40 minutes with him or so, as long as, you know, that's not past his bedtime. And
no, I'm good.
all right.
Good. I'm up tonight.
And yeah, man, 30 people in that chat. Hit that like button. Leave any questions you have for J-Book in the comments. Don't let me hog all the screen time now, guys. But moving right along, we've been talking about gear and all this. And I noticed, I remember you mentioned in your last live stream that you've been sent some fresh new gear. So you got any, you got any, you know, little hints at that? When's the video coming out?
Okay, so I just filmed it, you know, being used at an event. So it was my first event being able to use it.
Okay, cool.
And I've got some great ideas to be able to still film some more stuff. So I'm still in the filming process. I would say mid-February. They gave me until the end of February to try to come up with something, but it wasn't like a hard, like, we need a video. They were just like, we would love to have it, a video, you know, by the end of February. So I just want to give them something good so that I could, you know, make a little relationship and everything with it. But yeah, they sound great. I already set them up in the living room to test them out, and they were pretty good.
No doubt.
I don't know why people dog them so bad. I mean, why would Nick and these other guys sell these speakers? I mean, I'm sure there's something somewhere you could find to utilize these speakers because they sound good.
Well, that's what I keep saying too. It's like, you know, I thought that, you know, with my whole thing with Exoton, it's like it's a Chinese speaker, so you just immediately in your head you think, oh, it's Chinese crap. And I did too, and I said it in my video, and they were like, yo, like when they saw the video, I was like, I told them, I was like, hey, this is how I talk. I'm straight up. I was like, you know, my dad was a truck driver. I was a BMW mechanic. You know, we smoke cigarettes, we talk shit. That's what we do. So anyway, but I was like, I thought these were going to be Chinese garbage. And I even put a little clip of Donald Trump going like, China, 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 China in the video. And so anyways, I don't remember where I was going with this. Oh, I was thinking too, it's going to be garbage. But if you get those speakers and for $540, you buy one and you get it to your house, you crank that thing on, you can put it next to, I've already put it next to an RCF J8. I put it next to the Polar, HK Audio Polar 12. I put it, I had Evolve 50s. That's what I had for the first 4 years I DJ'd. I've heard a lot of speakers. The guy I work with all the time, Danny, he's got the Maui 44s like you.
Ooh.
I'm telling you. Now, they're not as good as Maui 44s, all right? I'm going to say that right now, okay? I'm not crazy.
Okay.
But I would say they're about 75%, maybe 80% as good as Maui 44s. And you're talking about $7,000 versus $1,100.
That's a bold statement, right?
I'm telling you.
Now you got me curious.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So, and they're releasing an 18-inch subwoofer with a 3-way top. So like a tweeter and whatever else. I'm going to get one and review it, of course. But, so I'm interested to hear what that thing sounds like. And the beautiful thing about the 1503, the sub only weighs like 62 pounds. The Maui 44 weighs like, 80 or something? It's heavy. That damn thing.
I think it's about, oh gosh, is it?
It's heavy.
Because I always just only have, the only time I have to lift up the Maui is when I just flip it on its back so it'll be on the cart.
Yeah.
But it I don't know. It doesn't feel that heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy when you pick it up.
Like it's like 60 something pounds or something like that, but it may be more. I don't know.
Yeah, you got a trailer too, right? So you're not picking it up, putting it in the back of an SUV or anything. Yeah, so
that is correct. Hell no.
That's what I was saying earlier, man. Like I rock a trailer too, and like from picking up all the heavy equipment and stuff, moving it in. When I had a back to back, like Saturday, Sunday, my damn ankles were hurting so bad, bro. I couldn't walk for like 2 days afterwards. I was like, whoa. And I had to go to my normal job, during the week. And I'm like limping, like, what's wrong with you? Like, man.
Yeah. Now I will say to everybody that's in this chat, if you stand up, I mean, one of the things about these gigs and stuff, man, is that I don't care what you weigh. I don't care what you weigh. If you have to stand up on concrete for hours on hours in one place, there's no way your ankles, knees, feet do not hurt after an event.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
just no way. You can't. The concrete is undefeated. You will definitely be bedridden. You will definitely be in the bed.
I mean, I got the nice, trendy on cloud shoes. I got the mat underneath my DJ booth, and still, it doesn't matter, man. When you're there 8 hours on your feet and you never get to sit down, because some weddings, man, we don't get to sit down ever. Because I mean, we're totally running around. Every once in a while we get lucky with a wedding where we got 30 minutes during dinner or whatever to go chill, eat something real fast and relax just for 30 minutes. But I'm telling you, every event, man, I'm popping a couple ibuprofen because I'm like, I already know what's coming.
And then those back-to-backs where you like, oh my God, I got to give this other girl another great show. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Oh man. So I know the guys, everybody in the chat, they were excited about, because of another segment I was going to talk about in my first hour was DJ Bar. Did you see his latest video, DJ Bars?
I did. I was actually going to talk about it tomorrow as well.
Good.
I had a good question and everything that came from it. But he had a really good video.
Yeah.
And I was going to tell you that I think that this is the way to be able to shift format when it comes to content.
There you go.
So now you start giving stories on. If you're not doing product, you can do stories, or you can do tips and things like that, and that will probably get you a new audience and a new reach now. So he did a great job.
Exactly. So that's exactly the points I wanted to bring up. I wanted to say to all those guys we were just talking shit about that we didn't mention no names, but the ones that are out there trying to make videos where they're teaching or they're explaining some part of the business or whatever, they need to watch that video, and that's what you got to make, because you're connecting emotionally with his story. You're putting yourself in his position. You're not higher than everybody else and saying, look what we can do and look how we can do it, and let me show you how. that doesn't work. That crap's not working nowadays. So you got to do like what he's doing. He's so smart when it comes to social media, and I'm going to get his ass on my podcast. I've already emailed him a couple and he's ignored me, and that's cool. That's fine. I'm totally cool with it. That's fine. But I'm going to get his ass. Watch.
Hey, if he comes on the show and stuff tomorrow, man, you got full range. You have my permission to reach out and say, Bart, hey, let's have a conversation.
Yeah. So, no, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get all of them. I'm manifesting it right now. Absolutely. And I got you. So I was like, that's one. Check him off the list. Like, I got him, So
all these guys are down to earth, man. Like, we had a chance to all kind of meet up at Rick Webb's wedding.
Badass.
I got a chance to meet the Jersey guys, and they're just human, just like we all are. So, they're not the egotistic DJs that you hear about.
Yeah.
If they have ego, it's definitely to somebody else or in another direction or pointed someplace else.
Yeah.
But those guys they're all laid back. They're all laid back. They do the same stuff that I did when I was their age. So I understand.
That's good, man. That's good. That's good to hear too. Cause I mean, yeah, man, I was like, I hope nobody like takes what I do offensively or whatever. I try to laugh at everything and give it back to me. That's what I always say too. It's like, it's all good. Give it back to me if you have to. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, roasting is roasting. If you don't know how to roast, boy, you're in the wrong business. Business.
All right, let's look at some of these comments. We got a bunch of them here. We got need a director's chair, like the shuffle couple. Oh yeah, he's got one like in his weddings. They're talking about the mats we're stepping on for sure.
Yeah.
Put a link in the chat for the mats. I got mine from Uline. It's like a crappy, or not crappy, but it's like a janitorial store or whatever. I mean, that's where I got it.
Look, I did a deep dive on Amazon, and I did a deep dive on Google, and I was looking for the thickest mat that you could possibly do, but I couldn't find anything bigger than 2 inches. Everything is 2 inches and below that I found that you consider a mat. And I'm like, well, if I can get like 3 and 4, that would be probably pretty good. That'd give me some room between my shoes and between the mat and the concrete. But that 2 and 1, that kills me. Oh man, it kills me. So bad.
So I mean, you can find them everywhere. Just look on Amazon. Los Toxicos, what up, brother? Thank you for joining, man. You're a little late, but that's all good. You can catch the replay tomorrow. He says, what's up? Wanted to say what's up from the Lower Valley in Texas. All right, cool, man. Well, thank you for joining. Hopefully you're not freezing as much. How about you, Book? How much snow you got up where you're at? 0. Awesome. All right.
0 snow. We got an alarm sound and everything damn near shut down here, but not one flake. Like,
wow.
There was some mist in the air one morning, and it's been like 20 degrees when I first wake up. But after that, there's no snow. I mean, you guys, I'm not gonna say you're all lucky because I don't know what happens in your snow area, but you guys are lucky to have some snow on the ground because I don't have any.
Yeah, well, we definitely don't have any here in Texas, but I know it's freeze warnings everywhere, and people's, if they don't wrap their pipes, they're getting busted and all that.
Yeah,
but,
it's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. That weather's, this time of year, it's that time of year. So let me see here. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, speaking of Bar's video, right. I wanted to go over. He kind of talked about like his biggest horror stories, in that video. And I wanted to see, what's a horror story that you had to encounter or whatever in a, at an event. What's your worst story?
Well, other than equipment not working, because everybody's had that at some point, something not working.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of Broadzillas.
Really?
I had one young lady that stands out who, I mean, I don't know why she just didn't DJ. I don't know why she just didn't get behind the board, tell me to sit my ass down, and she just DJ, because she gave me a list and she said, don't deviate from this list and just play every song on the list.
Wow.
And every time I tried to slip away from the list, just kind of like how his story was, she'd come over to the stand and say, hey, is that on my list? And I'm like, well, your list is not working. Like nobody's out there. Like, do you want me to just play my list? Okay. Okay.
It
Whatever
makes you
you'd like.
wonder. Yeah, it makes you wonder, right? Like when that happens, it's like, why did you even hire me? You know, it's
Right.
like, yeah. It's like, why didn't you just like put on a playlist? Like, I don't get, like, let me do my thing. This is what I do, you know?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I mean, I had every song she wanted because she was very specific in our meeting and she was very specific day of. And I'm telling you, she knew that list. If she didn't know anything else, that list, other than to say I do to her husband now, she definitely knew every song on that list.
Man, that's crazy. Okay,
And
so
it's nuts.
my worst horror story. So again, like I haven't done as many events as books. So I mean, I've done, I don't know, maybe 50 to 100 weddings over the years, I guess. But my worst one, man, was not even a bride or the mom of the bride. It was nobody even in the wedding party at all. Okay. My worst story is a little place called the M3 Ranch, which I will never, ever go back to again. Now, what's crazy about this is that the wedding was one of the best weddings I've ever DJ'd in my life. Like, it was awesome. And my wife actually got roped into being the planner. So we'll get to that. So we pull up to the venue, right? It's an old vineyard or old like wine vineyard, and it's called a ranch. And beautiful place. They got a huge winery. And first of all, this event was outdoors, which I didn't do a site visit because it was like 2 hours away. And I looked at it online, and of course, they show all the pictures of the indoor like bar and the indoor this, indoor that. So then I get there, and the actual like wedding and where everything's gonna happen is like this giant like open area, and this is in the middle of summer. Okay, so yeah, and in Houston it's hot. So I'm like, firstly, my stomach drops. I'm like, oh my God, and I was like, well, thankfully I got my fan. You know, I was like, what? Hopefully I don't die. You know, so. Anyways, so then we pull up into the gate, through the gate, and there's a little lady sitting on a chair, and I'm like, hey, I'm DJ James King. I'm the DJ. And she's like, wow, you're early. And I was like, yeah, I like to get her plenty of time, Thank God I did. Okay. Because so she's like, yeah, just pull up. And so there was this little roundabout, right? And the roundabout, it had a tree in the middle with stones around it. And of course, I'm in my big blue truck and trailer. And she's like, pull up to the right side of that roundabout, drop your trailer and you can load everything in. And there was a stage off to the right. That was where I was setting up. So I'm like, okay, cool. Sounds good. So me and my wife roll up in there. We get up in there, throw down the trailer. Now we're rolling all my stuff through the grass, up to this stage, right? So
how hard that is.
Yeah. And it's hot as hell, right? Yep. And so anyway, so we're setting up. Well, next thing I know, I hear this guy hollering, right? And he's clearly angry. Obviously, you can hear it right away. Okay. And he's saying, yeah, who told that dumbass he could park right there and pull his truck right there? Yeah. And I realize he's talking about me, and I'm like, all of a sudden my heart starts, going a million miles an hour. Right. And I'm like, I was taking it like, I think this guy's going to like try to come over and like fight me or something. Like, what the,
Yeah.
And well, I didn't know he was talking to that lady that was sitting at the front. So apparently she was supposed to be the whatever. So anyway, he gets done yelling at her and he turns around and goes back in the house, and here she comes walking towards me. And she walks up and I said, hey, look, it's not like I'm deaf. I was like, I could hear everything that guy was just saying, And she's like, okay, well, just so you know, that's the owner of the venue. And I was like, well, why is he screaming at you like this and that? I was like, did he not know there's a wedding here today? Like, what is the deal? And she's like, well, he doesn't want to have events here anymore. This is his ranch, and it's his wife that keeps scheduling all these weddings and things like that. And I was like, well, hey, look, I was like, go tell the guy. I'll do whatever he wants me to do. I apologize for whatever offended him. And I was like, I don't know what I even did. And she goes, well, he's mad that you're in that truck and trailer, and he knows that when you turn around that roundabout, that you're going to run over his plants and you're going to like run over the rocks and everything. And I was like, okay, well, I've driven a trailer for a long time. I was like, I'm not going to run over his stuff. I was like, but I can, back up or whatever. And she goes, no, he wants you to unhook your trailer right now. Get this. Yeah. Listen to this. He wants you to unhook your trailer right now, drive your truck around the roundabout, pick up your trailer and turn it by hand, put it back on your truck, and go out the same way you came in.
Oh.
I was like,
Nope.
are you serious? And she's like, yeah. She's like, otherwise you can't do this event. And I was like, now, luckily I had all my stuff out of my trailer already, so it was light. So, and just then the bride's dad happened to be walking by, and he was like he worked out. He was a buff dude. He was like a big guy. And I was like, hey, man. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, can you either go talk to the venue owner or whatever? I was like, this dude is saying he wants me to unhook my trailer, pick it up by hand and turn it. And I was like, this trailer is heavy, dude. I can't do that by myself or whatever. And he's like, all right, man. He's like, and so he leaves. He comes back in 10 minutes. He's like, yeah, man, he's like, I'll help you. And I'm like, I thought he would go talk to him and just smooth it over,
Yeah.
So I don't know what the guy told that guy, but he's like, you got it. So I'm like, well, all right. So I go on, unhook the wires, unhook it, dolly it down onto the ground, drive my truck around. Then me and him pick up the front of the trailer, roll it into the grass, turn it around, and I have to hook it back up to my truck and then pull around where he wanted us to park, right? Without hurting any of his stuff. And I'm still 3 hours before this 7-hour wedding starts.
Wow.
I'm soaked in sweat. I'm exhausted from picking up a trailer and moving it and all my DJ gear, setting up in the heat on a stage. I told my wife, I was like, I cannot believe we're in this situation. I was like, this never happens. It's like we go to venues, it's great, everybody's happy. I was like, this never, the one event my wife comes with me, I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, I was so tired. So then the bride and groom, the bride and the bride's mom and the bride's dad fire the wedding planner that was there an hour before the wedding starts. They were walking around. They were yelling her name. They couldn't find her. She was walking all around like the outside. I don't know what she was doing. And so an hour before the event starts, they tell her, get the hell out of here. We don't want you here anymore. Yeah. So then
he's already been paid.
So then me and my wife are sitting in the truck, right? And like an hour before, and the dad comes up, knocks on my window, and he's like, hey, I know you got your wife here with you, here tonight. Can she just like step in? Because we fired the planner, and can she just like help, like, make sure things are on time? I'll give her the original planner's paperwork. Yes, exactly.
We would like to hire your wife right now to run our wedding that she knows nothing about at all. And my wife's like, she doesn't want to be rude. She's like, okay, I guess. Okay, sure. So she takes the paperwork and like, she knows how a wedding goes and stuff because of me or whatever. Dude, we had the best time. It was so much fun. Like, it was awesome. Like, because my wife was like, I'm like, I would just text her, hey, I got to do this or whatever. She'd get them ready. She would do this. And so then afterwards, she's like, I think I need to become a planner. And I was like, look, James, you can put in that $17,000
yeah,
category.
Right? I know. And then when I saw that, I literally screenshotted that and I sent it to her. And I was like, look at this. I was like, planners are getting $12,000. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going to be a planner with you. Let's go.
Yeah. Hell yeah, we're going to be a duo right
here. I was like, I'll be your helper instead of you being my helper.
Hell yeah, we make that much. Hell yeah.
Oh my God, man.
That's awesome.
Let us know in those comments, man. Have you guys ever had some kind of event like that where something crazy like that happened? But like I said, man, it ended up, it was the best wedding I had that whole last year. I mean, it was, as far as the wedding goes, it was so much fun. The bride was awesome. The parents were awesome. The dad, he was so cool, man. They got down and then, of course, they loved me and my wife, obviously, because we saved the day, to help them. So we really couldn't do any wrong, to be honest, because it was like, well, they saved our day, So, and so knowing that, I just let it rip, because I'm like, I can do whatever, and they're gonna have a good time. And God, man, I was like, I wish every wedding was okay. I wish the wedding part, was always like this, like, but it's you know how you feel after like you just have one of those events and you just like driving home, you're like, God, I love my job. Like it's so awesome. Yeah. That's how it was. And so anyways, yeah, man, it was crazy. I'm going to have to clip this and post it on my YouTube channel as a video. I don't see if that works. I'll do it bar style, Let's do a little story time. And J-Book.
Story time.
Story. That's hilarious. So I did want to ask you too, like, what would you be doing for a living if you weren't full-time DJing, or if you weren't able to live the life that you wanted to live just from DJing?
Well, I mean, my entire life before DJing was in customer service, so I probably would have still continued that trend. Like I've done customer service probably my entire life, from my first job all the way up to when I worked for Blue Cross right before I went full time. And it just would have been customer service. It just feels natural. I can talk to anybody. I can relate to anybody. It's easy for me to do, jobs that, require any type of customer service. So yeah, something in that field.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, you're still kind of in customer service,
Yeah, I mean,
you just have a special skill set.
It helps talking to complete strangers who've never seen you and they want you to be like the guy.
Right. Yeah.
It still helps to this day. So I definitely feel like all my past prepared me for my future.
Good. That's cool, man. Yeah, that's cool. So I was a BMW tech for 7 years, and then I started working for the family business after that, and working in an insulation plant just because I knew how to use wrenches and tools and stuff. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a great trade and everything to know, because you're always needed.
Yeah. I always got something to fall back on.
Needed. Somebody's car is going to always break.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm always interested, especially the full-time guys. Like, what would you be doing, if you weren't DJing? When did you go full-time? You've been doing it for a long time, full-time, right?
Yeah, I think 2015 is when I officially went
badass
full-time, and then I kind of branched off and did, because I went full-time, but I was with another company up until 2019. And then I started my own company since 2019 up until the present.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you kind of did like what I'm doing, where you were like working with another guy and like he just contracts you out or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I tried at the very beginning. I tried working for a couple different companies, and man, that's another horror story thing we got to go over. Like some guys, man, it shocks you how they run their business and they stay in business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I finally met Danny, who's a great guy, and he's fair and honest. I mean, those are two traits right there. It's like, are they fair and honest? Like, get past that.
You'd be surprised how far that goes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, I mean, the two easiest things to do: just be fair and honest. Like, I mean, I probably would have still been working for them if they were just fair and honest.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. They're always trying to shyster the customers, and then you turn around and then you're like, oh, they're shystering me too. Like, what the hell? Like, come on, man.
It got so bad. It got so bad with the company I was with that they were making more than I was, and they were the booking agent. So like, even
That's
when
crazy.
I went out, I made less, and I did all the work out than they did after just booking.
That is insane, man. Yeah, that is like, wild.
Wow, this has to change immediately.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, that was my experience too with the first company I worked for. Same thing. And then on top of it, he made us use his equipment. And I told him, I said, dude, my stuff's better than yours. Like, what about these broken knobs? Because we had to check it out. He had like an inventory system, and it was all online, and you had to check out the uplights, check out the mixer. And then he had hard drives, and he's like, we only want you playing from this crate, this music. And I was like, bro, this is so bad. I know. I was like, dude, I did 3 events for him, and I was like, I'm out. I got to go. Like, I can't. Yeah. And plus at that time, I'm 37 years old then or whatever. And I'm like, I'm a grown man. I was like, you could do this to an 18-year-old. Sure. I was like, but me, I was like, come on, man. I'm not a dumbass. Like, and I even told him, I was like, dude, I DJ because I love it. I don't DJ because I need the money. I'm doing it. And I'm like, you can't pull these tricks that you're pulling with these 18-year-olds who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Like, I mean, they'll work for $400. Sure. I was like, but I'm not,
Yeah, I can't do that stuff anymore. And I'm just like, I mean, my company, or not my company, that company did not go to the extremes that one did. But I mean, if they would have done that, I would have left way before that, because there's no way. I'm just like you.
Yeah,
I'm a grown ass man over here. And you're making me get this, and do it this way when really these people want something different.
Right.
You're not separating yourself from anybody else in town.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
you'll still be this after I leave, so you'll be okay.
Yeah. It's sad, man. It's sad. But speaking of businesses, I wanted to ask, so where do you think, maybe in the next few years or whatever, where do you want to take your DJ business? Like, do you want to grow to like a big multi-op, or do you want to like just expand in other areas, like other like dance floors and, all the other stuff that comes with DJing? Like, where do you want to take it?
Yeah, I think I just want to offer more. I don't think I want to become like a multi-op because it's not that I don't like managing guys. It's like in my area, there's kind of like in Houston, there's a lot of DJs and a lot of DJ companies, and I can't guarantee anybody anything. Like I can't even guarantee myself exactly what I'm going to get. I've just been lucky to kind of average a certain amount per year, and that's just because I've shook a lot of hands and I'm in a lot of people's first contact. But I think I just want to be able to offer more, because if I can offer more, people would come to me more. And I say it on my show all the time. If you can become more of a one-stop shop, people will go to you for everything. So if I can offer a photography service, or if I can offer a dance floor, or if I can offer assistance or day of assistance or anything like that.
Yeah.
Things like that are what's going to sell people and bring people and separate me from other people who don't offer things like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Smiley joins the chat. Just perfect timing, Smiley, because he's the dance floor king. This guy is always talking about renting out dance floors and making tons of money off of it. And then he even busted out and said he rented out monkey suits.
Okay, he might have gone a little farther.
I know. I thought he was trolling.
You're getting value off that spot.
I thought he was trolling, but he was serious. He was dead serious. I told him, take a video of it, man, because I guess with these quinceañeras he does, like they hire the robots and the people in costumes and all kinds of crazy shit. But
nice.
He was totally serious.
Yeah, and I think in your area has to be able to provide that. I think where I'm at in South Carolina, there's not a lot of bar mitzvahs, so that's not a lucrative area to hear. I wouldn't invest in them for that reason. Yeah. But a dance floor, just a regular checker or wood dance floor, I mean, I cannot tell you how valuable that would be. That is value. That is pure money. Yeah. In your pocket. It's fantastic. Love it.
Yeah, we contract that out in our company, and actually one of Danny's old DJs, and he still DJs every once in a while, but that's what he does now. He just does dance floors. See? Yeah. And he's got a couple guys that works with him, and they go all around, and they make good money at it for sure. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a business. I notice all the time that little stuff that couples have to have or what they really want to have, and I just kind of notice, and I'm just like, I'm gonna put that in the back of my head to see if it comes up 2 more times. If it's so, then yeah, we're gonna roll with that.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. I look forward to it. Yeah, for sure. You'll have to make a video whenever you get some new fun stuff like that. I'm the gear dude, so I want to know all the new gear that you got. I want to know it.
Nice. Well, I have a video coming out tomorrow.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Some gear that came my way, but it's to help you live stream. So
let's go. New gear coming out tomorrow. Y'all got it first right here on the chat. All right.
But yeah, man. Look, that's what I'm all about now. I'm just about, if somebody wants to send me something, I'll review it. I probably won't do any more gig logs. I think I'm pretty gig logged out. I've got hundreds and hundreds of gig logs for people to look at. So yeah, it'll just be product reviews now, probably, and podcasts and shorts.
Awesome. Well, everybody in the chat's telling their horror stories. We go over a couple of these. If y'all have any questions for Jay Book, now is the time. We got about 6 more minutes, and we got to get out of here. And but it was been a great show again, Jay. Thank you so much, man, for joining. It's been a pleasure. And man, you're my like I said, you're one of those guys I wanted to check off my list. I got a little thing on my phone, on my notes app. I got all these guys on there. I'm like, I'm gonna get them.
Keep going, because I still got guys like that too. Yeah, that I definitely want to introduce to everybody, because everybody doesn't know everybody. So yeah, absolutely,
exactly. That's cool. Shuffle couple. I've had the specific list before. Thankfully, it was a good list and it worked. Yeah, every once in a while you get a bride who I tell, I'm like, you could be a DJ because all these songs you picked, I mean, these are bangers, and they always get a kick out of that. Jay, what is your horror story? He told his horror story. I hate outdoor summer weddings. Texas.
I agree. Whoever that was.
Hell yeah. Texas summer heat is for real.
Right now, I'm in the middle of brides doing outdoor weddings in the winter. My last weekend, I was outside in 29-degree weather.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I remember you mentioned that on your stream. I was going to ask you about that too. Like, how did it go? But yeah, I guess you might be talking about that tomorrow. So, everybody can tune in tomorrow at lunchtime for J Book's stream. And he'll be definitely going over that. That'll be fun to hear about. I got a gig this Saturday, so I'll be going over that next week.
Holy cow. What's the weather like there for this upcoming weekend?
It's going to be in the 20s. It's going to be like 20, 28, 29 degrees. Yeah.
Are you inside?
Yeah. Luckily it's indoors. Yeah. But when I'm loading up and everything, I'm definitely going to film something because I guarantee you'll be able to see my breath and everything. Yeah. Because it's so humid here.
I'll tell one story that I'm probably going to still tell tomorrow, but I pulled up and there was a car in front of the venue and I don't know how long it was there, but it just got there and the young lady left her door open and her tailpipe had frozen water going from the pipe down to the ground. I don't know if she knew that, but it was literally frozen, just kind of like sitting there like this.
Oh my God.
Out of her pipe. I was like, yeah, it's cold as hell. what the hell are we doing here today?
Especially having an outdoor wedding. And come on, move this thing inside.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, you're still here with us, so that's good. He didn't freeze to death, everybody. So
yes, not that weekend. We still got cold ass February to go. So we'll see.
Let's see. Mikey Mike, I had the groom's mom who wanted to wear a white gown. They told her no. Then she decided to wanting to wear a white dress. What the hell?
What?
So she was trying to live through her daughter or something, I guess.
Oh my God. I've seen that, Mikey. I've seen that. I've seen the bride's mom try to outdo the bride. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen bridesmaids try to outdo the bride.
Yeah, those are always weird situations for sure.
Yeah, it's like, why are you competing with this young lady on the day?
Yeah, it's her day. It's like, come on.
Weird. So weird.
Let's see. Shovel Couple sounds like you need an O2 Ford Ecoline. So that's another thing I kind of punked him on. I was like telling him, I was like, bro, like in your videos, what are you driving, dude? I was like, you got like, because he has nice gear. He has the new Evolve 90s. He's got like some badass turntables. He's got like $30,000 into his DJ gear for sure. And I'm like, what are you doing driving around in an old ass Ford Ecoline? Because in one of his videos, it broke down at a gig. And I was like, bro, like, and I was like, and then his wife always goes with him. So I was like, you're driving your wife around at like 1 o'clock in the morning in that old ass van. Like, I was like, come on, man, you need to get you something like new. But they said they love it and they get it serviced all the time and all this and that. So I was like, all right, cool, man. I'm not hating. I was just,
I'm not hating. I'm concerned. Yeah. I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned for that gentleman
and his wife.
Yeah. Because he's going to have a lot of long nights. Yeah. He thinks that getting off at 1 is long. He's definitely going to have long nights.
Oh yeah. So Jay texted, what's the venue? Yeah, it's called the M3 Ranch. So I will definitely put shame on them all the time, man. Is this how you started, Kelly King? Yeah, exactly. That's how my wife started being a planner. That's her origin story. Hopefully she. Oh, and by the way, they gave her $100. I'm just saying.
What?
So yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. I would have definitely negotiated before that. If I was her, I'd be like, yeah, I can do it. Now we're gonna have to talk price because I know you paid that young lady, but I'm gonna have to get paid as well.
Right?
So
yeah.
Where are we at?
Hopefully she charged more for you having to move your trailer. I know, right? But that was that happened after I had to move the trailer. But yeah, I mean, had a wedding where the groom and his groomsmen were all former baseball players, college and high school, and they were all high at the reception.
I've had that.
Yeah,
I've had best man be high and 2 groomsmen drunk.
Jeez Louise.
I've had that. Yep. And they were doing that the day of. By the time I got to the venue, they were over there in the groom suite doing that the whole time.
Yeah, I actually had a wedding where I was DJing and the planner was like, okay, we're gonna, we had to do a formality. I don't remember what it wasn't like none of the crazy important ones. It was something like a cake cutting or I don't know. Maybe it was like a group picture or something. I don't know. But anyway, they're like, we can't find the bride and groom. We're the bride and groom, right? And so they're looking all through the venue and then they go in the groom suite, go in the bathroom. And you can imagine what they was doing in there, right? And so she's like, oh. So she comes back out and tells me like, hey, we just found them, they're wrapping it up. And I was like, okay, whatever, good for them, whatever. And then about 10 minutes later, they come running out of the room. They were screaming at each other, like arguing. So they go in the bathroom, they do their thing, right? And then get into a fight. And I'm like, the planner was like, oh my God, can this please be over? And I was just DJing. Wow. I was just DJing my ass off. I was like, whatever, we're having like the guests were having a good time. I was like, let's just party.
Yeah, I've definitely had some planners tell me that some stuff was going on that I had no idea. So I've had, people doing their thing in the bathroom. Maybe they just met each other. I'm not sure. I've had girls branch off to do that candy, that nose candy, and I've had people sneak booze into a non-alcoholic wedding. I've had it all. I've pretty much seen it all, other than it actually happening right in front of me.
Yeah, exactly, man. We've seen it all for sure.
Absolutely.
People like to party, man, and how some people party ain't like how everybody parties. How we party, but my whole thing is like, I've never had it where it got crazy or whatever. Like they've always been respectful and all that. So I'm like, whatever, do what you got to do, or just don't do it around me. But
yeah. People are nuts, man.
Stevie MC, I had one where the mother of the groom left in the limo with the bride and groom. That's interesting.
Jesus. Mom just will not let it go. I tell you. Wow.
I'm coming with you.
I want to be right in between you guys tonight.
Oh my God. That's funny. Stevie Ray says, ask Jay Book, what are your thoughts on gig bars? I think you missed that earlier.
Yeah, you did, bro. You already know where I'm at with those.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Time to level up, Stevie.
Man. Tony B says, why no gig logs? Yeah, I think we just burned out of it, man.
Yeah, it's just, what you guys just want to hear me play, similar music all the time. I play different music, but you guys just want to see that? You just want to see that over and over and over again? I'll tell you what, I'll give you the beginning of gig logs, like where I go over equipment, and then I'll just cut the video off.
There you go. That's what I want to see personally. That's me, though.
There you go. I'm just going to start the gig log, and I'm going to act like it's a gig log. I may show like a clip of the dancing, but I'm going to cut it off right when I'm done telling you what I use.
I love it. I'm like, hell yeah, he cut off all the fluff. Awesome. Everybody, all us DJs, we all DJ the same music mostly at wedding receptions. So I always skip over that shit because I'm like, that's the same, but whatever. But unless they do something cool, but I don't want to see 30 minutes of what I already do all the time. So whatever. But anyways, man, thank you again so much for being on the show. Everybody give it up one time for DJ J Book in those comments. Hit that like button if you're not subscribed to his channel. His channel will be down below. I will also link his live stream. That he will be going live tomorrow at lunchtime. He goes live on Thursdays. So, if you guys love my stream, then make sure you watch his as well, because I'll be in his comments and we can chop it up over there. And once again, man, it was a pleasure meeting you virtually, and maybe hopefully one day we'll get to meet personally. And that would be awesome, man. So again, thank you. Thank you for all you do.
Appreciate you having me. Hey, appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Make sure you keep supporting James, man. He's doing a great job. I've talked to him multiple times in my chat. It was fantastic to finally get to talk to you, not necessarily in person, but kind of in person. Yeah. So this is kind of dope. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. Keep it up, man, because you never know. One video changes everything. One video will change everything.
Amen, brother. Amen. All right, man. Well, again, have a good night, and we'll have to do this again, in the future when you got something fun to promote or something you want to talk about.
Yeah. That might be coming up sooner than later.
Hot damn. All right. Everybody, subscribe to his channel. Damn it. Let's go. All right. All right, man. We'll holler at you later.
All right, bro.
All right. Let's get back to a chat screen. All right, man. Thank you guys so much again. Give it up one more time. DJ J Book. He's a true gentleman, man. True great guy. I'm glad I finally got to really talk to him and like for real. Now, not just typing through those comments. Maybe one day, one of you guys out there in those comments, maybe y'all will be on the show or maybe y'all will start a podcast. So again, man, thank you guys so much for coming every Wednesday night. I really appreciate it. I love doing this. And stay tuned, man. I got some more guests coming up. I got some more heavy hitters coming up in the weeks to come. So the future is bright. That's where we will leave it. The future is bright. See y'all next Wednesday.